Hey, so this evening, as it's Friday night and I'm not feeling entirely awake, I thought I'd do something a bit easy, and that is to add some of the statistics that I want to report on from any kind of queries that are hitting the project. Now, I could put the metrics onto the controllers, so I could use action results, and not action results, but I mean action filters, and log request starting and request finishing. But it's a bit far away from the domain in that I wouldn't know what was being sent to and from. You've only got HTML and objects at that point that you don't know what the type of is. So what I thought would be better to record the stuff would be a decorator in mediatr, and to make all of the mediatr requests and responses implement an interface, which can then be used to write the statistics out to something like statsd. Now, I've not entirely decided on using statsd yet, but it's probably going to be statsd. So to start with, I'm just going to go into each project so that Rider will realise that things aren't in error, because this all builds successfully. It's just telling me that nothing exists. Weird. Right, so this is going to happen in the domain project, and it's not really a handler, but yeah, I guess we'll create a behavior for it. So this is the standard way of implementing behaviors in mediatr. So we're going to do this. Let's create a new class, and this will be our statistics. I want to call it a decorator, but it's a behavior, so b of yeah, that should have a u in it, but we're spelling in American, not in English, so. And we shall then copy our definition of pipelining. This. So if we just hide the solution explorer and just call wait next don't need to do that. Okay, so we've now got a decorator which doesn't do anything, which is not great. So we're going to create an interface which is well, we need two interfaces. First of all is how to report a statistic, and the second one is how to write the right statistic to that reporter. So let's create the interface first, the reporting one. Interface statistics writer, and I guess we can make a task of nothing in particular. Write string key object value. I don't know, we'll probably come back and change this later once we actually know what we want to write to that. And so this decorator will take in that as a dependency. That. And now we need something that we can deal with from the request perspective. Now, at the moment, do we want to log just the request or just the response? If we're just handling the request, it's fairly easy to do this. We have an interface. Actually, we can do it for both, I suppose. Yeah, we'll do it for both, right. So we'll have public interface I request statistic I can't spell that word. Now, this needs to, I request statistic. It's not really the right name, but so. Yeah, so we'll just have something like void, no, async task. There we go, get there eventually. Task. I don't want to call it right. It needs to be. No, actually, it can be right. Statistic writer. And we should also create an interface for response statistic task writer. The reason I've created these as two identical but separate interfaces is because I may want to make a class implement both of them, but I'm not certain yet. They could probably get away with them being the same class. But anyway, so the first thing we want to do is try and write some statistics. So we'll say bracket request as I statistics. No, I request statistic question mark dot write. And then we pass in the writer. And then we, instead of returning that straight away, we say var response equals that. And do the same thing again, but this time we'll take the response. If I could spell it correctly. Response. As I response statistic. And that will write to writer as well. So I suppose it needs to be awaited. Can you do that? Like that? No, you can't. Ideally we want to do that, but I don't want to do it like that. So in fact, we shall extract these into variables like that. And instead of using null propagation, we'll do if request statistic is not null. Wait, writing it. Alright, now what are you suggesting? Is pattern matching. Yeah, that's not bad to look at. Let's just do that. Is response statistic wait. Right. And then finally return response. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Now essentially, all we have to do is make all the requests, implement this interface, and we'll now get statistics written out. Is this going to cover everything we need? Now, we're not doing any kind of timing metrics on this, but I don't specifically want timing metrics. I'm after things like this toggle was queried whether it was on or off. This toggle was updated. This was queried whether it was on or off, and it's been on, and it was on. Yeah, I think that'll do. Right, so let's create some tests for this. And as I can't type, to copy that. Search the solution. Class statistics behavior tests. Right, equals new statistics behavior. And we're going to no, we might not want that there actually, because I'm going to want to test it for messages that don't implement that interface as well. Make sure that they pass. Instead, she'll do this. Let's call writer equals substitute for statistics writer. And then let's write some tests. When the request and response don't implement you know what, I am going to change it and only use one of these. And I'm going to rename this as well. It's going to be an iStatistic generator. Yeah. Good. And right, when the request implements, when response implements, and both request and response meant. Oops. Right. Now we've done that, now let's create our requests and responses. Yeah, we need 2 requests and several responses, so we'll do private class request without, private class request with. Good names, these. And let's implement the interface. Statistic generator. And all we're going to do here is just call wait writer write request. Let's do private int count 0. Counts plus. Right. And now we want a response. Which needs to be an I. No, it doesn't need to be anything actually. And we have a response with I statistic generator. And we'll do the same thing with this. Private int count equals 0. Await writer.write count plus response. Right. Now, to actually pass these through as messages, you need to be an I request of response without. Yeah, we're going to need 2 of these. Maybe? Yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute. And implement the interfaces later. I think we'll need multiple. So we do var request equals new. Both the request and the response don't implement. Request without var. Actually, we can just do decorator equals new statistic behavior test. There we go. Request without response. Without. And why is that not giving me a compilation error? Huh. So this doesn't actually have the request and response requiring to... That makes things easier. Just as well I decided not to implement all of that stuff. So this is the request with... this is the response with... And this is them both. So we now want to send something and then assert that our handler was called multiple times, or once rather in this case. Decorator handle. Now what do you get in here? You get the request and delegate to the next. Now I must have implemented tests for these. Oh, maybe I didn't. Nope, I've not implemented tests for these. Right. New request handler delegate response without. Ah, that's our next call. We don't actually need to do anything in that, I think. Ah, no, that needs to return our from results new response without. Oh, wait. Right. So now we should be able to say writer received did not receive with any args. Right. Oh. Yeah, that looks about right. And we have the same thing, so this is a request with this time. So this time we want to say await writer received right with the request and the count of 0. What does it increment first? I think that's right. Now this time we have a request without and a response with. This should now say response. And finally, do that. And this one should receive both the request and the response. Maybe. Let's run it and find out. I love that scrolling left and right minimises the tree rather than actually scrolling left and right. Probably should actually raise a bug about that. Ah. And that actually worked. Right, so let's comment out those. Leave these in this file for now. No, we'll need a statistics writer actually. So we've got storage and validation here. So I think another folder actually for statistics. I'm tempted to rename it just to stats, just because I'm having difficulty spelling statistics. Adjust namespaces. Yes. And move types into matching files. And we'll just go through and make sure everything's got a blank line at the end so that Git doesn't shout at us. Right, and now we'll go down to our tests and put those in a matching directory as well. Right, and while that builds, right, git add statistics implement mediatr pipe line behave. Now, because we actually want to hook this up so that it can work even if we're not going to report the statistics anywhere, it means we actually need an implementation of the statistics writer. And what we'll do is create one that doesn't do anything. Actually, do I have Serilog installed? Not in the core. Could log to Serilog. Add that as a dependency in the domain project. Nah, no. I'm just going to console right line it for now. So we'll just call this console statistics writer. Statistics writer. The reason I don't want to add Serilog is because I haven't actually needed it for anything yet, and my mind's gone blank. Yes, and our main actual implementation of this will be pushing to statsd or whatever, and thus adding Serilog just so that I've got some debug output to start with seems a bit of a waste. I could take a dependency on iLogger though, I think. I'm sure there is. There's some iLogger interface. Yeah, in this. Logging abstractions. But do I have a reference to that in the domain? I do have the logging abstractions, so yeah, let's just chuck it at that. Now, do I want a generic one or a non-generic one? Let's just do a find in files first. iLogger. If I'm using anything anywhere. That one's generic. Timing behavior uses one. Yeah, okay, we'll use a generic one. Logging statistics writer. Logger. And here we'll just do it's called logger dot. Is it information or is it debug to log statistics? I mean, it's only going to be used for while I'm running it locally. I think I'll. Yeah, let's log it to debug for now. Right. String message. Statistic. Now, does this use named parameters? I think it does. Key. Value. I think that's valid. I've not got anything on this, so do that. Return task completed. Right, so we now got our fake statistics. No, don't remove it. Move it to a separate file. So we've now got our fake statistics class, and we will actually need to explicitly register that with structure map because while it's the only implementation of iStatistics Writer, it's called logging statistics writer, so it won't match with the default convention that I have set up. So, where is my rest thing? Container, add registry, Crispin registry, mediatr registry. Ah, look, and Ryder's decided that this isn't really a code file. Yeah, we'll just stick it in here for now. Might extract another registry later. So for iStatistics Writer, use logging statistics writer. Now, I'm not quite sure how I tell MVC's logger to log debug output. Let's have a look. ASP.NET Core set log level. Right. How to create logs, yep. How to add log providers, don't care about that at the moment. Or do I? Maybe. Category. Log level. Right, so these are all the levels it supports, but how do you tell it? Ah, log filtering level. There we go. Okay, doc configure logging. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Where? Use schedule, use content. Configure logging. Yes. And our arguments to that are hosting context and logging. And because I just want to set the level rather than anything, add debug. Is that the right thing to use? I was kind of expecting a minimum level. And IntelliTypes decided to stop working. That's a debug logger. Well, okay, that seems logical, at least. Do we need to register our decorator? Probably. Yes, and Rider is just forgetting that everything's actually a valid type, because whenever I load the projects, it forgets that the the .NET SDK exists, and thus all the projects fail to load. And then they load anyway, and then things don't work. Right. Do I want it before or after timing? And come to think about it, which one of those is the outer thing? I don't know what order those decorators get applied in. And actually, we don't care about requests if they don't make it through the pipeline. Do I have a container test somewhere? I usually do. I have a fake logger, container, when resolving a validator. No, I don't have anything that asserts the order of those. Probably should add that at some point. Oh well, for the time being, we'll just add it at the bottom. Ah, and the file suddenly becomes valid. iPipeline behavior, add type of, what was it, R statistics. Yeah. Right. So this isn't enough to make anything actually happen because none of our events implement anything yet. So let's just make one implement it. Not events, requests. And do create, because that's what I'm about to test. So statistics generator. And in here we say await writer.write and a Crispin. So I would probably decorate this project property out actually, and then write tests to make sure that no one specifies that. Yeah, anyway, so we'll just say toggle, no, toggle create, and our value will be name, description. Yeah, let's add the creator as well. Right, so now that we've got that in place, if we run this REST API, run. No, don't do that. Just run the damn thing. There we go. So we'll use the REST tester, and hopefully when we send a request, we shall see in the output window that these statistics got written. So our port is completely wrong. It's going to be on 5000. Path will be toggles, and we're going to post text, which will be name toggle 1, and desk. Let's fix that before I do. Description. This is a test. Might not log all of these things actually, but this will do for now. We need a header as well. Content type application JSON. Right. Okay, let's make that a bit wider so we can actually see what it says. Well, we didn't get any debug output. And we had a created come back as well. Right, so I've clearly configured logging wrong. I hope. Well, actually, we can test whether I've created logging wrong by saying statistics behavior. Let's just set a breakpoint on that and create that toggle again. Yep, so that gets called successfully. It's just our logger is not actually outputting anything. Right. Oh, like that? Okay. I just want to say everything. What? One debug or confuse level information. Don't understand this. Just want everything to have the debug log level. Ah, there we are. Set minimum level. Debug. And in which case we probably need that logging.add debug. Maybe. That's a lot more output. Bit buffer. Right. Oh, I saw some statistics. Statistic. Toggle create name. Toggle 1. Toggle create description. This is a test. Yeah, that'll do. Right, those are not real values that we're going to implement, but do I want to leave that there? As I don't commit it. And we'll just delete all of this. Right, let's add these. And it's the program CS we don't want to include. Now, there was something else, the logging statistics writer. It had some bad whitespace in it. Right, so let's pick up. What is this? Yeah, CM. Statistics write to log output debug. Now I might actually do this properly and add this hosting environment configuration. What populates that? I mean, that's nice, but what is this configuration file and where does it live? Ah, okay. App settings JSON. Let's take that bit. Program CS. Right, we don't want all of this, I don't think. I don't understand why they chain some of the methods, but not all of them. You could just chain all of them. This env. Let's do that. Do I want environment variables? Not really, not to start with. Right, and then this did something with the hosting environment. Yeah. Right. save the web page. So now it's not exposed to risk. Go away. Right. Let's take these. I wonder whether that file wants to be content or what. Just want a JSON file, really. Oh, there was. App settings.json. Why can I not paste? Being a dick rider. I'm pretty sure I've copied this. Copy. Paste. No paste. Still no paste. Right, okay. Atom. Open. App. Oh, no. Source. Crispin.rest. App settings JSON. Can paste in this. Right. I don't care about that. Or that, actually. And I don't want that. Just want the minimum level. Now. What the hell Ryder thinks it's doing, I have no idea. Right, that file's definitely got content. And I apparently can't close that. Right, so hopefully just building it will make it work. Doing anything? Build. Right. One of those evenings where I'm just going to end up fighting the thing the whole time, aren't I? Debug. Yeah, it's just not doing anything now. Right, view, exit presentation mode. Build, build, or do nothing, one of the two. Alright, wait for the sharper process to die off in the background. You watch these all now fail to load briefly. Well, Ryder forgets that the .NET Core SD exists, see? Open the event log. Ah, could not be found. But it's lying. Okay, don't do anything. Right, let's close it again, and this time we'll just add these and get clean. Quite why I was trying to clean that folder, I don't know. Right. .NET restore. Right, and now let's try again. Now hopefully, as the cursor is still blinking around, it's actually loading things. There we go, see? Makes no sense. Right, well it's synchronizing, whatever that means. Luck, we'll now actually be able to run the thing. Oh, let's see if the app settings has actually got something in it. Yes. Lovely. And the file we were trying to edit half an hour ago. Right. Run. Why can't you just... That can't... Right, so let's open the test client. Now hopefully when we run this... Oh, we've lost all of our settings, right, so let's retype all this lot in again. Content type. Application JSON. Text. Just gonna give it the name. Oh, of course we won't see anything, will we? Oh, actually no, we'll see the debug output. On my statistics. And we're posting probably to the wrong port, yep. 5000 /toggles. Running. No. No, it's not. It's just stopping instantly. Joy. Right, let's run it without the debugger then. Kinda wish it would actually work. I don't have any compilation errors, but it's just instantly stopping and not giving me any output whatsoever. Unless there's something in Rider's log, which I can't remember what the shortcut key for is. I can't remember which. Editor tabs, no. Get at the windows from this. All windows. And log. Oh, just the build succeeding, but not working. Oh, now it works. Good. And we've proven that we get debug output as well, which means that the app settings is correctly included into the project. Right, so let's write that out before something else breaks. I don't know, rest, add app settings, loading with level config. Right. Yeah, let's leave it there. I can't be bothered to fight with Ryder. It's too late in the week for that. Git push. Just push those out to GitHub. So I think next time we'll finish off implementing the statistics. So that'll be actually writing each set of statistics out for each of the request objects and the responses, and then maybe actually look at picking a statistics library or a monitoring tooling, so probably StatsD or something similar. Yeah, as usual, if you've got any questions or anything, send me a message. I'm at Ponderdom on Twitter, and GitHub links and such are below the video somewhere. Yeah, thanks for watching.